ขังพันธามิสัพพโสสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเต
สวัสดีค่ะ and greeting to all Venerable monks and DOU students from all around the world. And welcome everyone to DOU online course of translation chanting the Pali to English. And we are currently live streaming from Thailand and also broadcasting via YouTube and Facebook Live. So you can introduce your friend, family, and loved one to join as well. And happy Wednesday. Today is the 17th of June, 2026. And I am Pam. Hope you all had a really wonderful week. And I will be your inner peace hosting today. Our today's session will be focused on the learning of the meaning of the Palita chanting, or another word, Mongkol Sutra. So actually, personally, myself, it's really interesting to do chanting. It's very popular in Thailand, I believe. And so we will learn more from our Venerable teaching monk. He actually from Mahajuralongkorn Rathavittayalai. So I am very honored and happy to have Venerable Phra Dr. Rurngvit Aggadhammo. So he will share his experience and wisdom with all of us today. But before we get to learn from him, let me introduce him on his biography and his achievement to all of us first. So we will get to know him a little bit more. Okay. Actually, he ordained as a Thai Buddhist monk since 2012. So it's almost over 14 years now, stay in monkhood. And he's actually share his wisdom, his knowledge with all international students and conducting in both Thai and English for over 13 years. And his background, a little bit of his education. He's graduate from UK. So let me get his college name for you. He gained the education from United Kingdom secondary education system. And then while he stayed in monkhood, he also pursued his doctorate philosophy in Buddhist study international program at Mahajuralongkorn Rathavittayalai University. So it's very interesting of his biography, and he also have a great achievement as well. He become a lecturer since then and stay and teaching at Mahajuralongkorn Rathavittayalai University for international course, Buddhist Study College, or we know as IBCS program, right? And he also one of international guest speaker for Dhammakaya Open University as well. So I believe everyone get ready to learn more from him. All right. Without further ado, may I please invite everyone pay respect to Phra Dr. Rurngvit together by bowing 3 times. First bow, second bow, and third bow.
Thank
And
you
may
very much.
I
Thank you very much, Miss Pampalak.
thank you so much. May I
Very-
respectfully invite Venerable to start the session by leading us paying homage to
Yes,
the Triple
okay.
Gem as well.
Okay, I can
Thank
start with
you.
that. Let's pay respect to the Triple Gem first before I give a little bit of Dhamma talk. Huh? Okay,
Thank
let's
you.
start. อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภควาพุทธังภควันตังอภิวาเทมิสวากขาโตภควตาธัมโมธัมมังนัมสสามิสุปฏิปันโนภควโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนะมามิ นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. It's my first time giving Dhamma speech at Dhammakaya, and I have never met any one of you before. So I just want to say I'm really happy to be here, and thank you for inviting me here. A friend of mine, my former classmate from IBSC, invited me to give Dhamma talk for Dhammakaya about 2 months ago, I think 2 or 3 months ago. So it was a really long time in advance, and I have been preparing for a little bit. And then I keep forgetting about this actually until a friend of mine remind me like a few days ago. So I went back to take a look at the PowerPoint that I have been preparing. Okay, and then because this day we have AI to help us doing this sort of thing, so it's not too bad. It's not very difficult to prepare some PowerPoint to share with you all today. Because I'm not the enlightened monk yet, I haven't reached the highest of the goal in Buddhism. So I'm not really Sotapanna or anything. So I would like to say I'm going to share with you my knowledge, share with you my thought about the sutta. Okay. It's not really from the heart or anything. It's just from the memory and my own thinking. Okay. So I would like to apologize in advance if I doing some mistake or offending anyone. Okay. Let me share you my PowerPoint that I have been preparing for past few days. Okay. Let's start off with the first page. What we are going to talk about today is Mangala Sutta in Pali Roman, or in Thai we call it Mangala Sutta, right? I think most Thai people are very familiar with this sutta because Mangala Sutta we chant at every merit making opportunity, such as making merit when we open up the new house or open up the new business. So we always chanting this sutta together with other sutta. Okay. But when we are talking about Mangalaparitta in Pali or in Thai teaching, usually we chanting Paritta for protection. Okay. We chanting Paritta for protect us from the outer force, such as ghosts or black magic, something like that, back in the ancient time. Okay, but the meaning of Mangala Sutta is more than that. Okay, it actually is the Buddha himself. The Buddha himself giving this sutta like 2,600 years ago. Okay, so it was really good. It has really good meaning, and I recommend everyone to follow this sutta or follow the teaching that he's been giving us. Okay, because this sutta is used for developing ourselves. Okay, starting from laying foundation for ourselves and then leading us to cultivate our wisdom and eventually reaching Nibbana. Okay, and then he divided into 38 blessings. But actually, some of the wise people, they only count this as 37 sutta. because one of them is include two of the blessing in there. Okay, let me explain further. Okay, first I would like to talk about the origin and the highest question in Sutta. Okay, let me read a little bit of this PowerPoint to you first. Okay, for 12 years, Deva and human being reflect upon what constitutes a blessing, desiring well-being. They could not reach a consensus. Basically, this story is from the Mangalaparitta Atthakatha. In academic term, we call this the explanation of the Tipitaka. Okay, it's the commentary that explain the original sutta. In the original sutta, Mangala Sutta only talk about the Deva and the deity who come to meet the Buddha because they want to know what the blessing in life is. Okay, but in the commentary, they actually expand the teaching much further than this. Okay, there is story in the commentary talking about 12 years before the Buddha birth. Okay, before the Buddha come to earth as เจ้าชายสิทธัตถะ they were asking, starting from the human being, they were asking, oh, what is the blessing in life? If you want to receive blessing, shall we go to pay respect to the tree? Shall we pay the homage to the ghost? Shall we asking God or deity to give us the blessing so we can achieve something in life, so our life is going to be prosperous? Okay, this one have been asking. The human being cannot answer this question, and then they go to ask the Deva. The Deva also cannot answering this question because this question is very difficult to answer according to that time, according to the commentary. That's what it said. And eventually this question go up to the Deva or the deity in the heaven called Sutthavat. Okay, Sutthavat is where the Anakhami enlightened one are living. And this Akhanami said they cannot answer this question very well because they are not พระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้า right? And then they tell this deity or this Deva, he said they said that in about 12 years time there will be สัมมาสัมพุทธะ being born on this earth to give the blessing to the world being. Okay, so that is background of this sutta. So when the time come, at one night, the Buddha was staying in Anabintaka garden, I think, if I remember correctly. And the group of deity leading by Tao Sakka, the Sakka deity, right? He lead the group of Deva. I don't know how many Deva there are. Okay, there are many deity, many god, many Teva together with their servant come down to meet the Buddha on that day. But they only send one Deva or one god come to ask the Buddha, oh Buddha, please tell us. Please share with us your knowledge. What is the highest blessing in life? That is when the Buddha give the 38 blessing or giving the 38 high blessing. We call it Mangala Sutta. Okay. Before I'm talking about this further, I would like to chant the Mangala Sutta one round first because I think some of you have never heard of this. I'm pretty sure the Thai people probably heard of this already, but in case that you are new to the sutta, it's probably wise for us to chant together first for one round. Okay, let me share you the PowerPoint I've been preparing. It's not really a PowerPoint, but how to do this or stop sharing, right? What I need to share is this paper here. I don't see it. 1 minute. Sorry. I thought I prepared that already. It's up here. Okay, this is the Mangalaparitta in Pali Roman. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you can read the Pali Roman, but there is English translation, the simplified version or simple version of English translation on the right hand side. So at first, I'm going to chant the Mangalaparitta to you first. Okay, just one round in Pali together with the English translation. Okay. อเสวนาจะพาลานังปันติตานันจะเสวนาปูชาจะปูชนียานังเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง not associating with the fools associating with the wise and honoring those worthy of honor this is the highest blessing okay this is the first three right and then author blessing are follow okay ปฏิรูปเทสวาโสจะปุเพจะกตปุญญาตาอัตตสัมมาปณีทีจะเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง living in a suitable place having done meritorious deeds in the past and setting oneself in the right direction this is the highest blessing พาหุสัจจันจะสิปปัญจะวินโยจะสุสิกขิโตสุภาสิตาจะยาวาจาเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง being learned processing skill, being well trained in discipline, and speaking well spoken words, this is the highest blessing. มาตาปิตุอุปัฏฐานังปุตตทารัสสะสังคโหอนากุลาจกัมมันตาเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง supporting one's mother and father, caring for one's spouse and children, and engaging in work free from confusion, this is the highest blessing. ทานันจะธรรมจริยาจะญาตกานันจะสังคโหอนัตวัชชานิกัมมานิเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง practicing generosity living in accordance with the Dhamma supporting one's relatives and performing blameless action this is the highest blessing อราติวิรติปาปามัชปานาจะสันยะโมอัปปมาโทจะธัมเมสุเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง abstaining from evil refraining from intoxicants and being diligent in wholesome states this is the highest blessing คารโวจะนิวาโตจะสันตุถีจะกตัญยุตากาเลนะธัมมัสสวนังเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง being respectful humble content, gladful, and listening to the Dhamma at the proper time. This is the highest blessing. ขันติจะโสวจัสตาสัมมนานันจะทัสมังกาเลนะธรรมสกัจฉาเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง being patient, easy to instruct, seeing aesthetics, and discussing the Dhamma at the proper time, this is the highest blessing. ตโปจะพรหมจริยาจะอริยสัจจานะทัสนังนิพพานะสัจฉิกริยาจะเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง practicing austerity, living the holy life, realizing the noble truths, and realizing Nibbana, this is the highest blessing. พุทธัสสะโลกธรรมเมหิจิตตังยัสสะนกัมปติอโศกังวิรชังเขมังเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง One whose mind is not shaken when touched by worldly collisions, who is free from sorrow, free from defilements and secure, this is the highest blessing. เอตาทิสานิกัดวานะสัพพัทธมาปริชิตาสัพพัทธโสถิงขัดฉันติตันเตสังมังคลมุตตมันติ practice having practiced these blessings beings are undefeated everywhere and go safely everywhere this is the highest blessing okay I just finished Pali chanting, okay, with English translation, but the English translation is not all that good. Okay, it's too brief, I think. It's too short. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. But I'm gonna explain to you a little bit further of what each blessing mean according to my understanding. Okay, let me share my thought what each blessing mean. Let me go back to the it's here. Go back to my PowerPoint. Okay, now we know the background of the Mangalaparitta Sutta, right? The Deva come to ask the Buddha to teach them about the blessing in life, and the Buddha should give the 38 blessing, or some people would say only 37 blessing, because one of those are in the same blessing. Okay, let me show you. Okay, the 38 blessing according to Buddha can be divided into 10 groups, or some people would divide it into 4 groups. Okay, the 10 group I'm talking about is the first 3 is section 1 is social foundation. This is where the people have to lay the foundation of their social life, so they have the strong foundation. It's like the pillar for them to grow up from this foundation. Okay, the first 3. And the second group is proper environment. The third group is skill and speech for everyone to practice to develop oneself. Okay, the fourth group talking about the family responsibility. Now, when they say the 38 blessing, number 12 here, Puttata Rasa Sankaho. Puttata Rasa Sankaho, they are 2 blessings in one item. Okay, Puttata Rasa, because Putta means your son, right? Your son or your children or your daughter, and Tarasa means your lover or your partner. So there's 2 in here. That's why you see in this PowerPoint they only 37, but actually there are 38. Okay. And the fifth group talking about social contribution, okay, and restraint and diligence. The group 7 talking about the inner normal quality, spiritual engagement, transcendental part, and the last group talking about how you reaching the Nibbana or having the calm mind or calm heart. I think the last 2 sections is all about being enlightened, and I have never actually reached that point of being enlightened, so I cannot explain to you in much detail. Okay, but let's go back to the first of the blessing first. Now I would like to share with you first of my story and my experience. Okay, when I first chanting the Mangalaparitta Sutta, I didn't know the meaning. When I first ordained in become a monk as the forest monk, I was ordained into the forest tradition, right? And I have to chant, practicing chanting every day. There are many sutta that I have to chant, and one of those sutta is Mangalaparitta Sutta. So I was chanting every day, but I have no idea what that means until I become the student of the MCU. Okay, but what I have been practicing as the forest monk or as the Buddhist, lay Buddhist, before I actually ordained is the first 3. So the first 3 blessings are actually the blessing that have the special place in my heart because I have been practicing this for so long without realizing they are the 3 of the 38 blessing. Okay. Because the first time I come to the temple, I had so much suffering, right? And it needs somewhere to relieve myself. I need some guidance. So I went to the monk in the forest back in Ubalajithani and asking, oh, what can I do to free myself from suffering and all that thing? But I don't know why he gave me this 3 blessings first. He said, first thing first, you don't associate with the fool. Okay, he said it in Thai. Okay, he never said it in Pali because I didn't understand Pali. I never chant anything. He just said, yeah, don't try to making friend with all the bad people. Okay, stop being friend with them, and you have to try to be friend with all the good people, someone who can be the good Kalyamita to you. Okay, and you have to come to the monks, seeing the monks, asking for them to teach you for Dhamma, something like this. And I remember correctly, for so long that he gave me this teaching, and I have been practicing ever since. And my life actually got better and better. It wasn't until like a few years later that I realized that what he taught me that day is actually Mangalaparitta Sutta, the first three. Okay, so I remember really well of the first three blessing, and for auto blessing out of the 38 blessing here, I probably have been practicing many of this without realizing. Okay, I will discuss this one by one, but first let's talk about Asevanaja Palanang first. What Asevanaja Palanang mean is that you don't make friends with bad people. Okay, not associate with the fools. Okay, fool translated from the word bala, or Thai people call kon pan, right? Kon pan or bala in Pali Roman. Bala, according to the Pali or Tipitaka, the Buddha explained Bala as someone who don't observe the precept, don't stay in the right path, don't practice the good deed. Okay, they always breaking the 5 precepts. They always looking for something to kill. They always get angry. They always want to hurt someone. Okay, if they want something, they just steal from other people. If they like someone's daughter, they probably try to flirt with them and try to take them as their wife. Some people go further than that, as raping them, something like that. All these people are he called bala. Okay, and the people who lie a lot, or saying some false speech a lot, he also called these bala or foolish people. And the last one are the people who always intoxicate themselves. Okay, always drinking or doing drugs or smoking some bad stuff that make you feel really bad, make you lose mindfulness. Okay, this is what he mean by bala. But in the modern day, I think the word bala actually had been interpreted differently, and try to simplify it. This day, the word Pala, they usually mean someone who doing bad deed or doing unskillful things, such as speak unskillfully, thought unskillfully, and act unskillfully. Okay, they always do something that harmful themselves, harmful to other people, and never have thought about doing good thing. Okay, so these people, you have to stay away from them. Okay, to give yourself a good foundation in developing a good social life. That's why it's classified as the social foundation. Okay, and the second blessing is Panditananja. Panditananja is mean you have to try to making friends with the wise people or making friends with the good people. Good people in this case, the Buddha explained them as someone who always looking after the precept. Okay, so they are the people who forbid themselves from killing, forbid themselves from stealing, forbid themselves from sexual misconduct, forbid themselves from doing the false speech, never lie, never swear, or never scold at anyone. And they forbid themselves from taking intoxicant, so they avoid drinking at all costs. So Pandita and Pala, they are the opposite side of two groups. Okay, Pala are bad people and Pandita are good people. Okay, according to the Pali, Bala mean fools and Pandita mean wise people. Basically, they are just good and bad people. And for the third blessing, we call it Pucha. puchaniyanang, pucha puchaliyanang. What it means is that you have to try to honor those worthy of honor. What this blessing means is you have to worship those worthy of worship, such as the Buddha, such as the Sangha, such as the Dhamma, okay? And other than the three gems that you have to worship, you can honor your teacher, you can honor your parents, okay? And you have to be grateful to the people that are good to you. So I just want to say that these three blessings is the blessing that I have been practicing for so long since I was a lay person, and it served me really well. Okay, as something that laying foundation of my life later on. If I didn't follow these three blessing early on in life, maybe I end up as a bad person right now. Okay. Before I start practicing these three blessing, I was used to like doing a lot of bad stuff, such as go out drinking, such as lying a lot to the other people, and it gives me a lot of suffering. So if you want to develop yourself, I really recommend that you starting off by laying the good foundation for yourself with these first three blessings. Okay. Now let's go on to the fourth blessing, which is in the second group. Okay. The second group are the blessing that talking about the proper environment or the place that you choose stay in. Okay. The first blessing in the group 2 or the fourth blessing, okay. In Pali we call it Patirupatesa. Patirupatesa means you have to live in a suitable place. If you are Thai people or some people that was born in the Buddhist country, whether it is Theravada or Mahayana, you probably can be considered a person who already born in the good place because you was born into the Buddha teaching, right? You were exposed to the Buddha teaching early on in life. So you know what the Buddha is, you know what Sangha is, you know what the Dhamma is. So if you are you were blessed enough to be born in Thailand, or you were blessed enough to be born in Myanmar or Laos, and get to know the Buddha doctrine early on in life, this is one of the highest blessing. This is what we call Patirupate Swasoja. Okay. Now, Puppe Kata Punyata. Puppe Kata Punyata, the fifth blessing that we have here is having done meritorious deeds in the past. Now, we have no control over what we have done in our past life, right? I cannot remember what I did in my past life. So, but because I am a monk right now, so I think I have been doing a lot of good deeds in my past life, and I probably have been accumulate enough merit for me to be born as a human, for me to be born in Thailand, and for me to come to meet with the Buddha teaching, come to worship the Buddha, come to worship the Sangha, come to worship the Dhamma. And I consider myself as someone who have been doing a lot of merit back in my past life. That's why I am here. That's why I am giving you some Dhamma speech right now, even though it's not very good, to be honest, because I'm not enlightened, like I told you before. Okay, so this is what it means by having the good life, having the punya with you. Punya mean merit. If you have been creating a lot of merit in your past life, then you probably are here in Thailand, I hear been practicing the Buddha teaching. Okay, and that sixth blessing in the proper environment we call Atta Samma Panitija. Okay, setting oneself in the right direction. Now, in this blessing, Atta means self, right? Samma is mean doing something right. In this blessing, Atta Samma Panitija, the first thing that come to my mind is the noble eightfold path. The first one is Sammaทิฏฐิ, right? Sammaทิฏฐิis having the right view or the right goal in life. If you have the right view in life or a right goal in life, then you know where you are going. So you know what you want to do in life. You know what is good in life. You know what you should do, and you know what you shouldn't do. And you have the clear vision of what you want to achieve in life. Okay, this is what it means by Atta Samma Panitija. Okay, I'm not quite sure why it's being set in the proper environment group, but I think the first two group can be put together as something that laying the good foundation for yourself. Okay, set yourself a good pillar to grow strong later on in life. Okay, let's go on to the group 3 of the highest blessing. The group 3 talking about having the good speech and good skill in life. Okay, the 7th blessing is called Pahusatjanja, or being someone who learn in various field of knowledge. When we talking about Pahusatjanja, in Thai we call Pahu Sut. One of the monk that remind me of is Pa Anon or Ananda, who is the Buddha attendant, right? He's always listen to the Buddha teaching. He always memorizing what he says, so he learned a lot from the Buddha. So by learning from the Buddha himself, I would say he learned a lot in various fields, because the Buddha always talking about something that cover how human life should live, right? And how the monks should practice to reach enlightenment, how the monk should meditate or walk themselves to the Nibbana. But when you put into the modern day context, Pahusatjanja mean more than that. It means someone who having interest in learning, always having interest in learning something. Don't get bored with learning. Maybe you already completed your Buddhist study, then you want to learn more about Buddhist study, you go on to learn Vipassana, right? This is various field. Or even if you don't want to learn Vipassana Buddhist study, you can go to learn psychology or learn how to practice to be a doctor, something like this. This is what we call by being Pahusatja, or someone who always want to learn in various fields and having a lot of knowledge. Okay, so if you are someone like that, you having one of the highest blessing in life. And the eighth blessing, we call it Sippa. Sippa is processing a practical skill and expertise. So if you are good at something, the most common skill that we popularly know as the Buddhist practitioner, probably a meditation skill, right, or Vipassana skill. Like what we just did before you start listening to my Dhamma talk. We have been practicing meditation. If you are good at meditation, you can consider yourself to be Sippa, Sippa in meditation. Okay, but in Pali, Sippa actually mean the art, right? If you translate directly into Thai or directly into English, Sippa can be art. But when they say art, it means art in doing something. Maybe it's art in doing meditation, art in teaching, art in speaking, or art in thinking. Okay. When they say art in thinking or speaking, what it really means is being skillful in something, being good at something. You know what is good for you, you know what is not good for you. This is Sippa. And for the ninth blessing, we call it Vinayo. What Vinayo really means is being well trained in moral discipline. Vinayo, to simplify it, is simply a precept in life, precept or a rule or regulation that you have to follow in life. For lay people, the most basic Vinayo is probably the 5 precepts. Okay, the 5 precepts. It's that you don't kill, you don't steal, you don't doing sexual misconduct, you don't lie to other people, you don't drink alcohol, something like this. So if you are doing this, you already have a Vinayo. Or if you don't practice the 10 akusala kamma or the 10 bad deeds according to Buddha, you already practicing Vinayo. Or if you are a monk like myself, we are practicing the 227 rule. So we are practicing a good Vinayo. This is what I mean by being well trained in a moral discipline. Okay, you be staying in the right conduct or the right rule or the right path that the Buddha had laid for us. Okay. And for the 10 blessing, we call it Supasita Jaya Vaja. Supasita Jaya Vaja means speaking well spoken and beneficial word. According to the Buddha, if you someone who speak well, okay, you have to know when to speak. You have to know what is beneficial, what is good word, what is bad word, what can help the people, what can lead to harmful. Okay, basically, Supasita Javaja is someone who good at speaking. When you're speaking something, you mustn't hurt someone by speaking that word. You mustn't speak something that is can be blameful by the lay people or by other people, but you only speak something that benefit other people. Okay, this is what I mean by Supasita Jaya Vaja. So these 4 blessings are grouped into the skill and speech in section 3. Now let's move on to the 4th group. The 4th group is the group of family responsibility. So this is what you must practice in your family. Okay. You only see 3 here, but there are actually 4. Okay, because I told you in beginning, number 12 here, consisting of the 2 blessings. One is Putta, second Raja. Putta is mean you have to care for your son, your children, your daughter. And for Taratta, you have to care for your husband and your wife or your lover. Okay. Okay, let me go back to number 11. Mata Pita Upatthang. Supporting and for one's mother and father. Now, especially in Thai culture, your mother and father are very important people in your life, right? Because they give you birth and they have been looking after you since you were born. So they are very important. Many Thai Thai monks teach that your parents are actually the enlightened one in your family. They tend to compare your mother and father as the arahat of their children. So they are worthy of your respect. They are worthy of your worship. You have to try to provide them with security, provide them with what they really need later on in life. Because when you were younger, they already looking after you, and you grew up as their daughter. They provide you with the good education. They provide you with enough food. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, right? So they are two of the most important people in your life. You cannot deny it. I know you probably have heard many news in maybe in YouTube or Facebook somewhere that sometimes you see mother and father hurting their children, right? But they are only small portion of the people who would do this. Most parents love their children. So you cannot be a bad children to them. You cannot be a bad son or bad daughter to them. You have to provide them when they need help. If you provide them with what they need later on in life, when they need something, then you have one of the highest blessing in life, which is number 11. And for number 12, you provide for your children and you provide with your for your lover, right? Whether you have wife or you have the husband, if they need your caring, you have to try to support them, give them the education, give them a good environment, provide them with the good social life, put them in the good school, something like this. So number 11 and 12 are closely related to each other. It's about family thing, right? Your mother, father, your children, your husband, your wife, your lover. So maybe you can actually put them together as one blessing too. Not just number 12 that put Putta and Tarasa together. And for the 13th blessing, we call it Anakulajakammanta. It's engaging in work that is systematic and free from confusion. What it really means is that you have to work well. You go to work on time, you're doing your work well, you know your responsibility. Basically, this blessing means you must not be a lazy person. You have to work to provide for your family, right? This is why it's included into the family responsibility group. Okay, let's go to the 14th blessing. It's social contribution. Social contribution is what you can give to the society. Okay, what you can provide to the society. If your environment are good to you, it is fair for you to provide them back with the good social contribution. The first one is dana, or number 14 in highest blessing. Actually 15 in highest blessing, because number 12 that we said before is have two, right? So we can say that number 14 is 15. We have dana is the first one in this group. What dana really means is practicing generosity and giving and offering. Dana in Thailand, we call it than. Than, right? And for the highest dana you can do is giving Dhamma. If you are the monks or if you are a lay person who have a lot of knowledge in Dhamma, you can teach other Dhamma too. Because there is no higher thing you can give to other people than Dhamma. We call it Dhammathan, right? Dhammadana. If you don't have that kind of knowledge to give, you can give the material thing or material dana. We call it a misa dana, such as giving food to other people. You can wake up early in the morning to give dana to the monks that come out for arm store or arm brow. Okay, in Thailand we call bintabat, and I have to go on arm brow every day in Rurngvit village near where I live to receive dana from the villager, and I get the dana every day. Dana can give you the good merit. It gives you some happiness. The people who dana a lot, they tend to be more happier than people who don't give dana. Okay, so it's something to that Buddhist practitioner should practice as one of the first thing in their Buddhist life. Number 15 is Dhamma Jariya. Dhamma Jariya is living in accordance with the Dhamma. So once you learn the Dhamma from wise man, learning Dhamma from the Dhamma class, or learning Dhamma from Dhammakaya, for example, whatever Dhamma that you learn, or whatever principle that you have heard from the wise monk or respectable monk, you should practice that Dhamma every day. Try to practice Dhamma, try to practice the 5 precepts, try to practice the Noble Eightfold Path. Okay, these are the basic Dhamma principles that we have in Buddhism. This is what I mean by Dhammacharya, living according to the Dhamma, living to the teaching of the Buddha, or living according to the teaching of the monks that you have been respect. Okay. Number 16 is Yatakananja. Yatakananja. Yatakananja, talking about your relative or your family. When I say your relative is your cousin, right? Maybe they are not your mother, they are not your father, they are not your children, but they are your relative, your cousin. Maybe they are a daughter of your mom, sister, for example. When they are in need of something, whether it is financial or some physical support, if you can help them, you should provide them with whatever they ask for. Okay, as long as it doesn't cause you any trouble. And number 17 is Anavachani Kamani, is performing blameless and ethical action. Okay, in this blessing, what it really means is you must follow the precept. Okay, don't do something that other people in the society don't like. Basically, if you follow the 5 precepts, you shouldn't have any problem with this blessing. Okay, as long as you practicing the 5 precepts or practicing the 10 kusala kamma, you can consider yourself to be someone who performing a blameless and ethical action according to the Buddha blessing. Or actually, we don't have much time now, right? So I have to go quite fast now to finish the Sedek blessing by 8 o'clock. Sorry, I explained a bit too long. Group 6, restraint and diligent. You have to be diligent in doing something, right? Number 18 is arati viprati papa, abstaining and chanting evil thought and deed. Number 18 also related to the precept. Okay, if you follow the 5 precepts, then you can consider yourself to have this number 18 blessing, arati virati papa. Machapana jasanyamo, refraining from intoxicant and crowd the mind. Basically, if you don't do drug, you don't go out drinking alcohol, then you can consider yourself to have the 19 blessing according to the Buddha. Okay, it's one of the precepts. Apamato is that you don't live your life carelessly. Okay, you don't live your life carelessly. You should try to be diligent person and heedful person in wholesome state. You have to remind yourself all the time that when you wake up, you have to try to carry out the good deed in life. You have to follow the precept. You have to do something that being praised in the in your social life. This is what it means apamato, living your life carefully. For the 7th group is inner noble quality. Okay, there are 5 of these. Karavo ja nivato ja santutti, katanyuta kalena thammasavanang. Karavo means is being respectful toward author. When it say by respectful, usually it means you have to be in respect or worship the Buddha. You have to pay respect to the monks or the enlightened one. Other than that, you should be respect to your parent, right, or your teacher. Nivato, you have to be humble in life. Okay, you have to try to avoid being arrogant. When someone teach you something, you should try to follow them quite humbly. Or if you are really good at something, you shouldn't show off too much. This is what it means by being humble in life. Okay, Santuti, being content with what one had. This number 23rd blessing is directly related to one of the kilesa, or one of the three poison, which is lopa, right? You should be happy with what you have. If you are not happy with what you have, then you always going to suffer because you always want something. So being content with what you already have is one of the highest blessing according to the Buddha. Okay, this is what it means by santuti. Katanyutta, being grateful and for kindness received. You have to always be grateful or being happy when you receiving something. If someone give you dana or giving you help with something, whether giving you food or giving you the Dhamma talk or try to help you with something, okay, you show them the gratitude. Okay, you always have to show them the appreciation. This is what it mean by Katanyutta and Kalena Thammasavanang in listening to Dhamma at the right time. What you are doing now is Kalena Thammasavanang, because I'm trying to give the Dhamma talk, right? Even if it's not very good one, you're still sitting here patiently and listening to what I'm saying. So this is listening to Dhamma at the right time, because this is a good occasion for us to listen to the Dhamma, right? You come to practice meditation together and listening to the Dhamma afterward. This is 7 group. Let's go on to the 8th group. The 8th group is spiritual engagement. There are 4 of this. Okay, Khanti. So Vajasata, Samanananja Tasanang, Thammasakacha. Okay, Khanti is being patient or being tolerant to something. Any kind of hardship that come to you, you have to be patient. You have to work through it, especially when you are practicing meditation, right? When you're doing vipassana, if you're sitting down and feeling pain in your body, you have to try to endure through it, no matter how hard it is, no matter how painful your leg feel or your back feel. Try to sit through it. This is what you mean by khanti. Or if you are living a normal life, when someone saying the bad thing to you, try to have khanti or being patient with them. Okay, so what just start being easy to instruct and open the feedback. Someone who always listening to other people, someone who obedience to the wise people. This you can consider yourself to be a Sovajasta person. Okay, being easy to instruct is directly related to being humble. Okay, number 28, Samanananta Tasanang, seeing and visiting those who have cultivated the mind. This number 28 directly related to what you are doing now is come to meet the monk or see the monks, or come to listen to the Dhamma talk, such as what I'm doing now. Okay, going to see someone who being enlightened, or going to see someone who practicing meditation or vipassana meditation. Okay. And 29 is Dhamma Sakacha, discussing the Dhamma at the proper opportunity. Today we probably don't have time to discuss the Dhamma. Okay. But if you have some opportunity to do it, you should do it. Okay, go to talk to someone about the Dhamma that you have just been practicing or listening to. And for the last 8 or 11, okay, there are 2 groups left. Okay, transcendental part and the group of mastery. These 4 blessing and not the 4 blessing, they are 8 blessing. These blessing are for the enlightened one of someone who become arahat or steam enterer already, someone who actually entered the stream of being sotapanna, someone who become Sakatakami or someone who become Anakami, someone who achieved the state of mind that no longer feeling the suffering and reaching Nibbana. Okay, let me go one by one. Tapo is practicing austerity and self-discipline. Number 30 is directly related to monks or the people who come to the temple to practice meditation. Okay, you might practicing the 8 precept or 5 precept in the temple, or for the monk who ordained as a monk and practicing 227 rule, you can consider yourself to have the tapo and brahmacharya in living the holy in pure life. Don't do the bad deed. Okay, number 32, Ariya Satjana Tasanang, realizing the Four Noble Truth. You can only realizing the truth about the Four Noble Truth only when you become an arahant. As a lay person, you probably have been learning about the Four Noble Truth before, because it is the heart of Buddhism. It is the basic teaching of Buddhism. But you can never truly understand what it really means until you become an arahant. Okay, so it's quite difficult to understand on this 8 blessing. Nibbana Satchikriya, realizing Nibbana, the ultimate peace. And arahat only or Samma Sambuddha only can reach this state of mind. Okay, and the last one is mastery. It's when you having the mind that's no longer being shaken by the world, no longer feel any suffering. You are free from sorrow, free from any kind of kilesa, and your mind is completely at peace, reaching the ultimate Nibbana, right?จิตตัง na kampati asokang virochang khemang. And all these are 38 blessings. Okay. Etamang kalamutamang, this is the highest blessing in life. And I would like to end my Dhamma talk here because it's 8 o'clock already. Sorry, I went 2 minutes over time. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to sharing my knowledge and sharing my experience on the Mangalaparitta Sutta. And now we are going to practice meditation together, right? For maybe about 5 minutes. Okay, according to what my friend told me to do. Okay, let's practicing sitting meditation together.
Mangalaparitta Sutta, the supreme blessing.
อาเสวนาจะพาลานังปันดิตานันจะเสวนา
Not consorting with fools, consorting with the wise.
ปูชาจะปูชนียานังเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
Paying homage to those who deserve homage. This is a supreme blessing.
ปฏิรูปเทสวาโสจะปูเปจะกตปุญญาตา
Living in a civilized country, having made merit in the past.
อัตตสัมมาปณิทิจะเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
Directing oneself rightly. This is the supreme blessing.
ปาหุสาจันจะสิปัญจะวินัยโยจะสุสิกิโต
Broad knowledge, skill, discipline well master.
สุภาสิตาจะยาวาจาเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
Words well spoken. This is the supreme blessing.
มาตาปิตุปัฏฐานังปุตตทาราสสังฆโห
Support for one's parents. Assistance to one's wife and children.
อนาคุลาจะกัมมันตาเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
Jobs that are not left unfinished. This is the supreme blessing.
ทานันจะธรรมจริยาจะยาตกานันจะสังฆโห
Generosity, living by the Dharma, assistance to one's relative,
อนวาชานิกรรมานิเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
deeds that are blameless. This is the supreme blessing.
อารติวิรติปาปามาชปานาจะสัญญโม
Avoiding, abstaining from evil, refraining from intoxicants,
อาปมาโทจะธรรมเมสุเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
being uncomplaisant with regard to qualities of the mind. This is the supreme blessing.
การโหจะนิวาโตจะสันตุทิจะกตัญญุตา
Respect, humility, contentment, gratitude.
กาเลนะธัมมาสวนังเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
Hearing the Dharma on timely occasions. This is the supreme blessing.
ขันติจะโสวจะสตาสมนานันจะทานสนัง
Patient, obedience, seeing contemplative.
กาเลนะธัมมสากัจฉาเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
Discussing the Dharma on timely occasion. This is the supreme blessing.
ตโพจะพระมจริยัญจะอริยสัจจานาทัสสนัง
Austerity, purity, seeing the noble truths.
นิพพานสัจจิกิริยาจะเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
Realizing liberation. This is the supreme blessing.
พุทธัสสะโลกธัมเมหิจิตตังยาสนกัมปติ
A mind that, when touched by the ways of the world, is unshaken.
ยะโสกังวิรชังเขมังเอตัมมังคลมุตตมัง
Sorrowless, stainless, secure. This is the supreme blessing.
เอตาติสานิกตวานะสัพพะธรรมปราชิตาสัพพัทธโสทิงคาจันติตันเตสังมังคลมุตตมันติ
When doing these things, everywhere people go, they will be undefeated and have well-being. This is their supreme blessing.
Excuse me, we can't hear anything.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Now I would like to lead everyone to give the spread our loving kindness. Okay. Ahang Sukhito Homi, may I be free from enmity and danger. Ahang Nitoko Homi, may I be free from mental suffering. Ahang Avero Homi, may I be free from physical suffering. Ahang Apaya Pacho Homi, may I be free from distress. Sukhi Atanang Pariharami, may I be able to protect my own happiness. Sape Satta Sukhita Hontu, may all beings be free from enmity, dangers, and mental suffering. Sape Satta Avera Hontu, may all beings be free from physical suffering and distress. Sape Satta Anika Hontu, may all beings be free and protected. Sukhi Atanang Pariharantu, may all beings be able to protect their own happiness. Okay. May I give you all the blessing and I wish you the good health and happiness in life. May you all reaching Nibbana later on in this life, otherwise in other life. Thank you very much for having me this evening. And maybe see you again next week if we get to give you Dhamma talk again. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much to Phra Dr. Rurngvit for sharing your valuable knowledge and also sharing your wisdom and your personal experiences with the Mangala Sutra with all of us tonight, which is very valuable and also wonderful session indeed. And I believe everyone really enjoyed the session and looking forward to see everyone coming back again tomorrow, which is tomorrow we will have Phra Anurag as our teaching monk. He will sharing the knowledge in terms of Parita chanting continually, and the topic will be Kanta Parita and Mora Parita. So that would be going to be interesting topic as well. And for now, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are. Take care and see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye.